Hi all, today we are going to see about MongoDB most important interview questions. Okay, so today we are going to see these questions. There are around 17 questions. We are going to see one by one. Okay, so the first question: what are non-relational database? What do you mean by non-relational database? Non-relational database, if you think, you may have heard of relational database. In relational database, as the name implies, okay, relational, there is a relation between two rows, okay, and we have a relation between two tables because you join two tables using join. You have a primary key, foreign key, and all those, which relates to tables. But in the case of non-relational database, okay, there is no structure. There is no relation between two rows, okay, and even two tables we don't have any relation. So non-relational database is something which has no structure and there is no link between two tables or two rows. Okay, this is about non-relational database. This is how non-relational database entry will look like, because these implies two documents basically. Okay, in a non-relational database, we call the rows as documents and the tables as collections. Okay, understand? And these two are two entries, that is two documents in a collection. Okay, let's move to the next question. Why MongoDB is popular? We have so many non-relational databases, but MongoDB is popular. Why it is popular means it is extremely simple to install and implement, and it has high performance, high availability, and automated scaling. You can scale to a big data. In big data, we normally use MongoDB, and it is of high performance and high availability. Okay, and it is very simple to install, and it uses simple JSON and Besant documents to store data. Okay, and the next question. Okay, how data is saved in MongoDB and where? Data in MongoDB in case of non-relational database, you would have seen data is we use Hibernate or something, your object relational mapping to convert to object. But in case of MongoDB, we get data as JSON. Okay, so no need of conversion. We don't need a conversion of object relational mapping using Hibernate in case of a non-relational database, because the data here is saved as JSON or BSON. Normally, we save it as JSON and it gets converted as a binary JSON. So it is called as BSON, and we get it back when we retrieve it. We actually get it as JSON. Okay, and where the data is saved is it gets saved in data DB path. This can be also be changed by using the configuration DB path. You can save it wherever you want. Okay, so the most important part of MongoDB is we don't need that uh, object relational mapping to convert it into a format of object so that we can use it in the application, because when we get it from the MongoDB itself, it is as a JavaScript object which can be readily used. Okay, and what are the data types available in MongoDB? We have so much data types available in MongoDB, which I have shown in the slide. There is string, number, boolean, double, arrays, timestamp, object, null, symbol, date, object ID, binary data, code, and regular expression. So the MongoDB can be used from it can be used from Node, it can be used from Java, it can be used from .NET. Based on the data types there, it gets mapped to a corresponding data type in MongoDB. You have to understand that these data types will not be available the languages where you write the MongoDB queries. But when you use those data types, maybe a node, a string, integer or boolean, it gets converted to MongoDB data type. Maybe in JavaScript we don't have double. So based on that, it gets converted. You have to understand that. Okay. So what are documents in MongoDB? This I already told. Documents are nothing but rows in a relational mapping world. Okay. In a relational mapping world, what you call it as rows or called as table as documents in MongoDB. Okay. So this particular thing is called as a document in MongoDB. Okay. So the next thing I will show you. So what a collection? Collection, as you see, it is nothing but a table in a relational mapping world. Okay. Relational database, what you call as table is called as collections. And how you create is you can create it using db.create collection employees. Let me go to my actually in my command prompt I have already connected to Mango. Okay, maybe I can show you. So to connect to MongoDB, you have to say just connect MongoDB. Now it is connected. So let us create a collection called as employees. Okay, for that you have to do db dot. Maybe first we will see what all DBs are available. Okay, let us create a collection called as employees. Sorry. So this got created, right? So this got created. Now collection employees is available. This will not be available still you insert some elements into that employees. To use that employees, you just need to say use employees. I'm just using the database employees. Now, if you say show DBs, till you will not be able to see that employees. The employees, but because the database gets created only when you add a collection to that database. Okay, let me add a collection called employee now. Now if you see show collections, you should be seeing the employee collection. You are able to see that collection. So we have created a collection called as employee. What will be the data inside this collection? It will not have anything. I can show you that. Because we have not added yet any entry to this employee. So let me go to the next question. So I hope you understood how to create a collection, right? So we have created a collection called employee. Now, now we have created a collection. Now we want to insert some documents, some entries into that collection. How you can do it? You can just for a single document, you can just use this. Okay, you have to use db.employees insert one and that json object. So let me do that. If you put like this, it will insert one entry. This will be now available in this employee. Okay, this employees. Okay. Now if you see, the entry will be available in the employees collection. Okay. If you want to insert many documents, you have to use, for single document you have to use insert one. If you want to insert many documents, you have to use insert many. And now we have to insert a array, not a single object. Now this is a single object. To insert many documents, you have to have a array. In insert many, you have to give an array of objects. Okay. Now if you give this, it will insert employees, these elements into the employees collection. Sorry, it is db.employees.find. Now you will find I have already added these many elements. Let me also change the name so that it will be easier for doing other queries. Okay, maybe I will keep it XYZ. I will change this to be some, maybe 30, and I will keep this as engineer. And I will keep this as supervisor something. And I will change this person name as some DD. Just change in so that you will see the difference. Okay, maybe 16, and this can be a manager, not a problem. Maybe 18. Maybe this person name can be ABC or something. Okay. So when you insert, now we have so many elements in employees.find. So with this we can do all our queries. Okay. So let me now you hope you understood how to insert a single document and many documents. Let me go to the next question. How you import? You have the complete collection in a JSON file and you want to import that collection, import that file as a table in your MongoDB database. How you will do that? For instance, here I have a consider I have a something like TV shows.json. This is a big table. Now what I want to do is I want to import this TV. It is a JSON file. As you can see that it is a JSON file which has so many entries, and it will not be very easy to copy and paste. I want to import this JSON into a table, into a collection in MongoDB. For that, MongoDB provides a command. So we can use this command to convert it into a collection. Let me do that. I've opened another command prompt. So here what I will do is command prompt does not recognize that. So let me open another one. Let me go to the path where that that JSON file is available. It is actually available inside MongoDB Learning. Okay. So let me do that command, paste that command again. Now you can see that it got imported. Okay, what this command does is it imports this tvshows.json into this database name tv, and collection is shows. So inside the shows, this json gets imported and it gets converted as a json array. If this collection is already available, we are dropping that collection. Okay, so let me now check whether it got created. So if we go and see the dbs now, we should see a db called tv. Now we are seeing that tb. Let me go to that db and see the collections which are inside that. We should be seeing a collection called shows. Okay, so we have that collection. We can also retrieve and see shows, and I'm just trying to find all the elements inside that. And I also will use pretty so that I see it in a prettier way. Okay, now if you see, it will show the complete list of JSON objects. Okay, let me go to the next question now. Okay, we have imported. So how to drop a collection from database? We have now created a collection. Now what I want to do is I want to drop whatever we added, right? That show thing. I want to drop that collection from my database. So we have to just use this command, drop db.shows.drop. Okay, so it will just drop the collection. Now we will not, if I again try to see the collection in this tv database, we will not find that collection. Now it is empty. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's me move to the next question. How to get help commands? In MongoDB, you will be able to see the help commands, what all commands are available, that you can easily know. For doing that, what you need to do is you just need to call db.help. Let me do it and show you. So just call db.help. This will show you all the commands which are available for this db. Okay, it shows a list. Similarly, you can also see the commands, help commands, commands available for your collection. Okay, maybe I will go to use employees where we added. You should see my collection employee. So we are seeing a collection called employees. So I want to see the commands available for this employees. Sorry. So just put help. This will give me all the commands available for this collection. So coming to our next question, how to retrieve all the documents and all documents or a single document from a collection. If you want to retrieve a single document, you have to use employees.find1. You have to say db dot, I just want a single entry, so I can say put find1. This will return the only the first element. Okay, if you want to know all the elements available there, you have to use dot find. Okay, just remove the one and put find. This will give all the elements. Okay, And similarly, if you want a filtered data, maybe in this thing I want to see only the managers. In that case, you can put employees dot find. I want to find only the managers, not the engineers or supervisors. So you can say that, can filter it in find. Okay, and you put manager here. If you say it is actually find one, so it gives only one entry. If you give find, it will give all the managers available. So in the find, whatever you specify inside that curly braces, you are actually filtering the list. Okay, let me go to the next question now. So this one you would have seen in MongoDB many times. So object ID. What is this object ID? Because when I try to retrieve, right, this automatically generates a ID. Here you see, right? This is the object ID. You see, this is what I'm asking. What is this object ID? So object ID, if you take, it comes for a ID, right? The ID field is the first field in the any document you take, and it is the only field which is unique in MongoDB. There is in MongoDB there is no structure, but only in any document you take there should be a ID. If you don't say ID, then the MongoDB driver automatically generates this ID for you. Generates a object ID. Object ID is nothing but a data type, right? Okay. Using a the object ID, if you take, it is a 12-byte binary Besant type which will contain 12 bytes, and it will get generated using a default algorithm. Okay. So this ID field you can also, you yourself can give a value, but if you don't give a value, then the object ID will be generated by MongoDB. Okay, this will get generated only if you don't give a value for ID field. I can show you that. Okay, maybe we will insert a document with a ID. So in that case, you will see that the object ID is not generated. Maybe I will say insert one, and here I will give a ID myself. Okay, and I will say some, you can give any ID. Okay, maybe 222. Okay, and MongoDB has no structure, so you can, there is no rule that you have to give all the fields, all the columns which is available in other fields. Okay, other documents. Okay, I give something like this, and I will close it. Okay, now it got inserted. Now if you go and see the complete table, okay, you will see that for this it didn't create a object ID because you yourself has have given a ID for it. So the object ID gets generated by MongoDB only if you don't give the ID value, the ID which is the unique value. But this unique value you can't give twice. In that case, it will give error. If you give the same ID twice, then you will get a error because this ID, you, if you are given yourself, you have to maintain it unique. Okay, let me go to the next question. And other thing, there may be many columns in your collection, in your documents, but in a case where I need only a specific column, what to do for that? You can use something called projection for that. How you have to do it? is you have to give something like this. Maybe the employees column has so many fields, right? It has so many fields like key, name, position held, and but I'm interested only in a name value, name column. In that case, you just add another curly braces and you say only the field I need. I need only the name. So I will say name 1. If you say like this, it will give name. But this ID is always default. But if you even don't need ID, you can say ID as 0. In that case, it will not give the ID in your result. Okay. So this is how you can filter the columns, specific fields from your documents. Okay. Now, how to update a single document and a multi-document. Maybe if you take, you want to update maybe this one, you have what to say, let me, you have so much, right? So only for XYZ, I want to update this date of birth. For that, what you have to do is you put something like db dot employees dot update. I want to update only one field. Okay. So I will put update 1 and I will say what field I want to update, what particular document. For filtering, I will give the condition. So I want to update only where XYZ, name is XYZ, and I want to set, right? You put $set because I want to set the value. You can set the value position held. XYZ now got promoted as a supervisor. So I will say position held maybe as supervisor. Now if you say close it, now if you close it, it should get updated only for, even if XYZ is in multiple documents, it will get updated only in the first document where it matches. Okay, it matched now. Now if you find the value, you will see for XYZ, the position held is changed as supervisor. He is not any engineer anymore. Likewise, you can also update for many documents. For that, what you have to do is, instead of update 1, you have to say update many. Okay. Maybe all the position held, right? All the position held, who is manager, I want to change him as something else. Okay. Whoever is managers, I want to change the case for them. So I will put something like this. Okay. So in this case, for all the managers, it will change it as uppercase, complete uppercase. All the characters will change as uppercase. Now if you go and find, it will be all uppercase. You are able to see. Okay. So this is how you update for a single documents and multiple documents. You have to use update 1 and update many. Okay. And now is another case where I want to find by type. I want to find where all keys are numbers. Okay, something like this based on the data types maybe. Okay, now I want to find, for that you have to use dollar type for that. Okay, you have to give the key maybe you can insert some other element so that maybe I will insert one other element where key is a string. So one element I insert where key is a string. Okay, I will remove this ID. I will make MongoDB generate for me. I don't want. So now it got created. Now if you find, only for this key is a string, for others it is a number. So I want to find all the documents where the key is of type string. Okay, you can put dollar type maybe string. Okay, so you have to use type for this. Now you are able to see it returned only this document which we recently added, which is of the key is of type string. Okay, so using this dollar type, you can find entries of where the fields is of a particular type. And the other important thing in MongoDB, you have so many things, okay, so many collection, so many documents. Now I want to sort the document, maybe with maybe with which one? Uh, I want to sort it by name. Okay, how you will sort it is db.employees dot find. Okay, dot sort, and you have to put by, I want it to be sorted by name. Okay, and I will put it as, if it is ascending, I will put as positive one. Okay, and I will put it pretty so that I get it in a nicer manner. Okay, if you put it like this, you will see that it is sorted by name now. Okay, it is sorted in ascending order. If I want to change it as descending order, you have to just add a, here you mention what all fields you want, by which you want to sort. Here I want to sort it only by name, so I have put name 1. Now I want to sort it by name but with the descending order. So if I put like that, it will sort. So you can see XYZ comes in the top. Okay, so by this way you can sort your MongoDB documents. Okay, so how to limit the documents in retrieved data? So there may be a situation where the documents, you may have so much documents, but you want to see maybe first 2 documents. In that you can make use of something called as limit. There is you can actually limit what you need in that. So let me show that. So using the output of sort, and you can add a limit so that you limit whatever, how many documents it is shown in the result. Let me show that. So first let me do a sort, right? When you do a sort, it shows all the documents. Now I want to limit the output to only the first 2. If you do like this, it will limit it. So it is just showing now the first 2 documents which are available here. Okay, maybe you can put 5, 10. So based on how many ever documents you want to view in the result. Okay, so hope you understood the answers. Thank you guys.